Aisai Gusuyo and Aloha. A little bit louder than that. Aloha. Great. Mensore, and welcome to Tobe, uta-sanshin in DC, a performance by Ryukyu Koten, Afuso Ryu Choichi Choichi Kai, USA. My name is Norman Nakasone, and I have the pleasure of serving as your MC this evening. I'm from Hawaii, and I'm a proud supporter of this group, especially since my wife is one of its members. Ryukyu Koten, Afuso Ryu Choichi Kai, USA, is a performing arts group led by Grant Masandu Murata Sensei. The USA group consists of multiple branches in Hawaii and one in Los Angeles. Their grandmaster is Choichi Terukina Sensei from Okinawa. He is recognized as a living national treasure by the government of Japan. Afuso Ryu members from Okinawa, Kansai, and Kanto in Japan, as well as Los Angeles and Hawaii, have joined Terukina Sensei on this East Coast tour to celebrate his 88th birthday and fulfill his dream to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Tonight's concert will showcase the US members from Hawaii and Los Angeles and give you a preview of the performance that will be presented next week at Carnegie Hall. We start the show with classical Ryukyuan or Okinawan music. The first three numbers are Watarizo, Kajadifu Bushi, and Yuratiku Bushi. Please enjoy. The art of uta-sanshin involves singing, or uta, while playing the traditional three-string Okinawan instrument called sanshin. The next song, entitled Udui Kwadisa, will feature the women of Afuso Ryu. They will provide the music for a beautiful dancer. This takes great skill and coordination as there is no conductor. So the musicians need to focus on their playing while also watching the dancer to stay in sync. The dance is known as yotsudake and will be performed by Momoe Onno of Tamagusukuryu Shosetsu Michiko no Kai, Washington, D.C., Momoe Onno Ryubu Dojo. The dancer wears a beautiful bingata kimono, which is a colorful traditional textile from Okinawa, and a large flower-shaped hat called a hanagasa. The dancer claps to the beat of the song using the yotsudake, or bamboo pieces similar to castanets. Yotsudake. Can you imagine walking or dancing with that hanagasa on your head? I was told that it weighs about 2 pounds. Sounds light, but try carrying 2 pounds on your head. The next dance is an upbeat and lively love song. The dance is categorized under Zo Udui, or a mixed style of Okinawan dance which depicts the experiences of common people in everyday life. Kanayo Amaka will feature the men of Afuso Ryu and 2 dancers from Hawaii, Lisa Nakandakari and Julia Okumura of Hoge Ryu Hananuji no Kai Nakasone Dance Academy. In this dance, young sweethearts share gifts of a tisaji, or a sash, as a token of their love for one another and the joy of being together. The woven textile design of the sash is called mitsa and is a symbol of love because of the distinct 5-4 square pattern expressing the meaning of forever. Kanayo Amaka. Grandmaster Choichi Terukina sensei began playing sanshin from a very young age and started his formal training at age 25. He studied under the instruction of Haruyuki Miyazato sensei. Much of what he learned can only be passed down directly from the teacher sitting face to face in front of the student, while the student imitates the vocal and playing style of the teacher. This is why reading sheet music is not encouraged in the Afuso Ryu style of uta-sanshin. Terukina sensei opened his sanshin dojo in 1960 in Okinawa, and since then has taught hundreds of students from around the world, including Masandu sensei from Hawaii, which led to the expansion of Afuso Ryu in Hawaii and later to Los Angeles. There are 1,300 Afuso Ryu members worldwide, 200 members of which are part of Choichi Kai USA. I mentioned earlier that the group is going to be celebrating Terukina sensei's 88th birthday next week. It's amazing he is still so healthy and able to travel here all the way from Okinawa. And you'll find that his voice is still very, very strong. The next song is Nakafu Bushi, which will feature Terukina sensei. He will be accompanied by Lisa Sadaoka of Ryukyuan Sokyoku Koyokai on the koto, and Kenten Ora from Choichi Kai USA on the sanshin. The lyrics for classical Ryukyuan music are usually based on poetry called ryuka. It usually consists of 30 syllables arranged in lines of 8, 8, 8, and 6. However, Nakafu Bushi is unique because the syllables are arranged in a different pattern, influenced by Japanese waka poetry. There are over 130 verses that have been written to this music. The verse that will be performed today talks about the importance of makutu, which means truth and sincerity, or doing the right thing. Terukina sensei's signature style of uta-sanshin is nurtured by his long walks in nature, singing in the ocean waves, and smiling joyfully every day. Embody makutu, the ultimate truth, is the legacy that Terukina sensei wishes to instill in the hearts of people through the universal language of music. Nakafu Bushi.
Aloha, everybody. Thank you very much.
Wow, 88 years old, or 87, going to be 88 soon. Another round of applause for Terukina Sensei. At this time, I'd like to call to the stage and introduce Masandu Sensei, who will take over for the second portion of this program. Sensei?
Keeping with everybody else, I should start by saying, Aloha! Aloha! Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. I was introduced as Masandu Sensei. It's I guess a kind of loving name that Sensei bestowed upon me. Until then, I was called Sanda, which is like a kind of very comical, humorous person that everybody likes to be around. But Sensei said, from Sanda, you got to upgrade your name to Masandu. Masandu is like a samurai. But I didn't want to be samurai because I wanted people to stay around by me, you know. I didn't want them to be scared of me. But as was said earlier, one of Sensei's dreams is that he almost accomplished everything that he wanted to do, but he said Carnegie Hall is the best place to perform in the United States. And boy, before I have my calling to go up there, would it be just great for me to be able to perform at Carnegie Hall. And so one of my students, Kenton Odo, heard that and said he made it his dream. So Kenton played with Sensei just now, but you know, they asked me to do a talk story session with Sensei, but I must tell you one thing before. I'm from Hawaii. In Hawaii, we think we're speaking fluent, perfect English. But we have this language that we call Pidgin English, and though I'm trying my best to speak perfect English, please bear with me, because that local boy, I can be taken out of Hawaii, but the Hawaii can't be taken out of me. So, one of the things that I asked Sensei if there's certain things that he wanted to talk about, and I'm sure he will come up with a lot of things, but let's have him first maybe say a few words to you, and then I can help him translate. Sensei, ちょっと自分のご挨拶と話したいことがあればよろしくお願いします。
はい、Afuso Ryu Choichi Kai.
So, Sensei just did an Okinawan greeting. Haisai gusuyo. Haisai is almost like saying hi, but in Okinawa we say haisai. And gusuyo means to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Chu uga nabira. How are you guys doing today? You understand that English? Okay.
私はアメリカと日本と戦争をした時の6歳、小学校6年生。
When the war came to Okinawa, I was in the 6th grade.
小学校6年生の時にアメリカって言ったら空襲警報飛行機が上から飛んでる。
And so there were, you know, whenever the American planes would fly over Okinawa, there was all of these sirens whenever the planes would fly over Okinawa.
あのイメージが今でも忘れられない。
So he can still see that image in his mind. He don't think he'll ever forget that.
そう世界各国戦争はダメ。
So until today, and if I remembering those old days, he said, no matter what part of the world, war is not a good thing. I don't like war.
I have a book, 三振。 私の武器は三振です。
So he said that his form of weapon is the sanshin.
That's why 小学校4年生の頃からこれやっていた。
From when he was in the 4th grade, he was already playing sanshin. Playing meaning, you're a little kid, but you enjoy the music, so you just kind of play with the instrument.
そう、私の人生はこの三振と一緒に暮らしている。
So throughout my life, sanshin has been a part of every aspect of how I live my life.
そう、世界の皆さんにこの楽器は何でもいい。楽器何でもいいから奏でて楽しむ心から喜ぶ。Good.
So he'd like to tell people of the whole world, all the peoples of the world, whatever kind of instrument that you can learn to play, you should play. And it doesn't matter whether you're good or bad or whatever. When you play and you're happy in your heart, that's what music is about, and that's what's important in playing a musical instrument.
そして長生きの息はこの音楽をすることによって肺活量が大きくなって長生きします。
So he says, if you play and you sing, you're forced to use your lungs and your body, and that is why you're able to live so long. And that's why Sensei can live so long. Okay, I'm sure you folks heard him sing his last song, and at 88, I think that's pretty damn good, right?
Thank you, Masaru.
Hi.
ありがとうね。
Arigato. Hi. Thank you. He said thank you to me. I don't know.
そう、
どうぞどうぞ先生どうぞ。大丈夫大丈夫。
私はこれから弟子たちの歌三振を聞くためにここにいますので、皆さんと一緒に、楽しみましょうと思っております。
So what he's saying is, I will step on the side and enjoy the rest of the students' performance in this next segment. And these are all of Sensei's, the next songs that are going to be played are going to be all part of Sensei's choreographies and his compositions. So, Sensei, 何か最後に。
皆さんの幸せとご健康であることを願って話を終わります。
So, he would like to leave you and make sure that hope that you're in the best of health and you're very happy with your lives. And with that, I'll be saying good night. Okay, so our next portion is Akebono sound. Though Terukina Sensei has been dedicated his life to continuing the classical Ryukyu Koten Ongaku art in Okinawa. And by the way, in the year 2000, as when I first started with Sensei, I started back in many years before that, but I figured that, or I felt that, I think one day our Sensei will be National Living Treasure of Japan. And in 2000, he became National Living Treasure of Japan. And yeah, that part you can clap a little bit louder if possible. And when I started this Afuso Ryu in Honolulu, I was only one guy. And today, all of our organizations put together, we have a little bit over 200 members. And there's not too many members or too many clubs in Hawaii that can say they're going to Carnegie Hall. So, they said, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? You know what the answer is? Practice, practice, practice. But Sensei also wanted to leave some traditions for the next generation, so he came up with these very modern numbers, and we'd like you to enjoy that right now. It's called Akebono sound.
Aoi sora ni wa hida mo yuru shurei no kuni e mensone ichari bajo de kuni cho de mensore 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 yasasa aiya ai kawara ga haeru shuri do no shurei no kuni e mensore ichari bajo de kuni cho de mensore 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 yasasa aiya ahiri hiri hiri aoi umi ni wa sangosho shurei no kuni e mensore ichari bajo de kuni cho de mensore 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 midori mo hana mo chimudurasa shurei no kuni e mensore ichari bajo de kuni cho de mensore 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 ichari bajo de kuni cho de mensore 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 Diha wa watashi ka Peshi yo suri Washita ni setaya asachi ga kiti asachi ga kiti umi achi yama achi haru achi yuga ho chikurana umi hamati umi hamati umi hamati ichiman ni setaya umi acha umi chudoku ya moro soro de uni ni jinku ni cha tairo cha tairo cha tairo Uragu kara yambaru yama acha kariki kariba muro no chi midori no shima yasa anchurasa 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 yomitan me baru haru acha chukuru mojukui yuni shiniti shiri mo beni mo man man saku man man saku man man saku umichu aginchu hai sorote jimon kokoron uchi harite yangwan nin uduranaya 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 di watashi ka ashimi ni kirasa eshi yo suri
On behalf of Ryukyu Koten, Afuso Ryu Kenkyu Choichi Kai USA, we want to thank all of you for attending tonight's performance. We're honored to share our music and Okinawan culture with you. Ippe Nippe Debiru. Thank you. And for those of you who can, join us on April 18th, Thursday, in New York, Carnegie Hall.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information on upcoming Millennium Stage performances, please visit kendi-center.org or on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening at the Kendi.